Hey there, YouTube. This is Matt Fairclough, and I'm here with two friends of mine, Len Giancola. What's up, man?
How you doing?
And Pete Cook. What's up, bro? So, Len and Pete are two good friends of mine, and they are business partners in a real estate venture, and many real estate ventures. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys about just real estate partnerships is I've tried real estate partnerships. I know other people that have to partner with people, and just sometimes it doesn't work out, especially when you've got two active partners. Like, I've done partnerships where there's a silent partner, an investor in a business, and then there's an operator and then an investor. That's a partnership I've been able to make work, but I haven't been able to make it work with two active people in a business like you guys are, right? So I thought it was interesting enough to put out to YouTube, because I know that a lot of people that watch this channel are looking to partner with people to get done what they want to get done. So what do you think that are the keys to the success of, before we get to that, tell us what you guys do and what each of you do in the partnership.
Yeah, well, we have a real estate investment arm. We have a real estate company. We lead generating. We do coaching. We do mentoring. We do everything. But really, I'd say the biggest success is Len was a client of mine, first years ago, 15 years ago. So we have a 15-year relationship.
Wow.
And then we had invested with each other before. We hung out. We knew each other. And we knew each other. Even he was a builder, then became a builder, one of the most successful builders. So we did deals together. So when we started this thing, we knew each other. Like, I'm not easy to work with. I drive some people crazy because I'm a little bit ADD. And Len's a driver though too. So I get him, I appreciate him, and he's like, Pete, you just round it up, I'll execute. I need an executor.
Okay.
I can go, next deal, but there's no execution. So I appreciate Len's skills. I'd say that's first, we know each other. We communicate pretty well, but we also have outs. We still do a little bit of our own things as well. It's not and our business is not based, we didn't put a ton of capital in our business. It's been effort based. So everything is, we both are extremely driven. We're both extremely driven, so I never worry about Len doing his part, and I think the same, right?
So you guys got started with him hiring you as a vendor, just working together in a vendor-customer relationship?
No, I work for a developer. I was an oceanfront deal, and he was one of my clients. He bought some condos, and through that process we flew around the country, but we became really good friends too through it. He'd buy a lot, but then he became a builder, and then I would refer deals to Len. So I knew his skill sets. We knew each other first. Then we said, I was like, dude, I'm sick of doing this. He's like, I'm sick of this. I need someone. We just talked about it. And but we don't. It's not like there's this influx of capital. We have created this thing organically. Yeah. And we both joined GoAbundance, and we both have the same goals.
I think that's you hit on the important thing. When you have two partners, we've both had bad partnerships in the past with other people and good ones. But when you have two people that both want their hands at the steering wheel going the same way or different ways, it doesn't work when they both want to drive. So that doesn't mean that you don't have the drive, but you can't both be driving at the same time.
Yeah.
So the nice thing about Pete and I is we ham and egg it, right? So I don't like to go into a crowded room and work the room. He is the best at that I've ever seen, so he knows the most people I've ever seen.
So he's the networker.
He's the networker. He brings everything to the table, and then I will kind of vet what he brings to the table and then make it happen. So my superpower is making stuff happen. Yeah. And his superpower is connecting people together. Yeah. So that's why we started one of our companies. It's called Link Masters. So we actually literally can link people together and get a piece of the deal, whatever it may be, from something as small as a painting someone's house to a bigger deal.
So is that what's different? And you guys both have partnerships that didn't work, right? Is the difference that you both allow the control to pass back? So I guess the real
we know our roles.
We know
our roles. No, and we both have huge egos, but we never look at each other.
But we like that. Yeah. And actually, there's never a time there's times that Len and I appreciate so much. He'll drive it home and drive. There's some deals we'll do, and this isn't worth their time. Where I'll be I want to just keep getting another one. Right. And so but he appreciates my skill sets. Yeah. And then and we also come at things from different angles. We need a soft person to build a relationship, whatever it might be. This and there needs to be a hammer. Yeah. In a situation.
Who's
Len's really good financially, really good spreadsheets. He understands from Wall Street background. He gets that side of it. I appreciate it. I don't like doing that stuff. So it's been good, even when we put together the fund. Yeah. Having him organize it and everything.
So what are the elements of a successful real estate partnership for the folks watching? So what should they make a list of to say, I got to have all these things, and then they divvy up who's doing what, right? So what are the elements of it? I heard you say hammer, and then a numbers guy. right?
Yeah, you need basically. I would never have more than 2 partners.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's too many hands in the cookie jar, and everyone's ego will clash. When you have 2 similar egos, it actually
we know each other though,
right?
Too. We actually embrace it.
We're friends, and we also know what our skills are and the things we like to do and don't like to do.
Yeah.
So we know when to back off, and we know when to charge hard.
Right.
And we've worked fantastically together that way.
Right. So there's again the hammer, the numbers guy.
Ham and egg relationship. Has to be a ham and egg
there's the relationship person that's reeling in new, like the salesman, if you will, right? Like the guy that's out and rolling. What else is there? I mean, like perhaps dealing with employees, you know, and there's a softer touch to employees, and then there's the hammer.
Correct. So when we're dealing with an employee or someone that works with us or even a vendor, we actually discuss and decide who are they going to respond better to. Right. Because some people need a kick in the butt and some people need to be hugged. So we decide what that's going to be, and one of us will handle it.
And our values are lined up extremely the same. We're both super into our families. We both have daughters. You know, we both put that first. And I'd say even our growth, our goal is not having employees. Mm-hmm. Like we want to partner up with better companies than ours, use them, but we want to keep our overhead low, and we want to just deal with each other. Right. You know what I mean? And like. The one thing too though, and there's all different sides of it. If you have, he has skill sets I don't have. Yeah. And I mean, I could spend all day long trying to do that, but then I couldn't do what I do. Right. And I've had partnerships where the person's skills were the exact same as mine. Yeah. We're like, that's great, we got more leads, but how the heck are we gonna execute this thing through?
How often do you guys get together to talk about, because there's working in the business, right? Then there's stepping over here and working on the business. How often do you guys do that? To talk
every single day. We talk about whether it's a deal. We don't actually go to an office, and we don't need to be face to face to meet. We talk on the phone several times a day, and we brainstorm and mastermind about whatever avenue we're going down, whether it's a deal, whether it's an employee, whether it's a new company we want to work with, whether it's a new property we're looking to acquire. Is this worth our time? Because we don't want A to B to be a squiggly line. We want it to be A to B and be efficient.
Yeah. Okay, great. Why do you think that there's, not just your partnerships that didn't work out, but other people that you have to know probably that have partnerships that fell apart, that didn't work? I got a few that didn't work out, right? Why do you think that those partnerships fell apart? Because you guys have a good, well-oiled machine. What do you think causes any business relationship?
I think the biggest thing, and my biggest mistakes have been in assuming that someone wants the same values, goals as I do. I assume that we're both doing the same thing.
And it's assumption, not a communication.
So I'd say this with Len, like we're both driven though. I mean, that's the one thing. It's like we might make a mistake on a deal because we go, but it's not because either one of us effort wasn't 100%. And that's, I appreciate that. We both have the same goals. We join the same, so we enjoy hanging out with each other.
I think just to underscore what you said is about making that assumption about things and not directly communicating, I'm doing this, you're doing that. And that's probably why one of my partnerships fell apart, was because we assumed certain people were going to be doing things and then they just didn't do it. So.
Right, and then you don't pick each other up. That's another thing we do. Yep. Yeah. If he has something going on and he's jammed with something, I'll pick up the slack, and vice versa. If I'm away or if I'm doing something with my family, he'll pick it up. And I know I can trust that he'll pick it up and
have each other's back.
Well, no, and we don't waste time. Like, if we don't both have to go to the meeting, we'll be like, dude, I'll be like, hey, can you handle that thing? Because it's like, to do for ego or control, like, we're beyond that, you know what I mean? And then, like, I'd say my past partnerships, a lot of times, again, it was my fault a lot of times, because I went into it almost manipulating, like, if I do all this, they're then going to come along and see what I do. But they never were on that boat to begin with, which is my fault. It's not theirs. You know, I saw the manipulation that I was doing. Yeah. You know, and that's where it goes, you know.
So you guys are into vacation rentals in Florida, right? What other initiatives are you two working on together?
We do coaching and consulting for several different companies or individuals. We coach real estate teams, we coach individuals. We coach each other actually. Yeah. But yeah, we know Pete concentrates on a retail real estate business as well. I concentrate on a vacation rental business that I have as well. So like you said, we do some things separate and some things together.
Like we have development deals. I just go, Len, I got this. This is it. I was like, I might need help with like wording. But he doesn't have to waste time. I got it. Like, that's in my wheelhouse.
That's
interesting. Go do it.
Because
we put it back to the mothership.
Other people I've talked to, like I partner with, Joe Smith on this initiative, and then all of a sudden it becomes an understood thing, an assumption, right? That me and Joe Smith are going to work together on everything that we do. But you guys actually have your own lanes that you guys are in that you're not involved with, and stuff that you do and stuff you don't partnership with.
And there's few individual stuff like our own personal thing, but there really is like we have a mother, like there's a link that we always go pay. We pay the piper no matter what.
I like that.
And it's not like but like the developer stuff, I don't need Lens. I got the talent, I got the people. I might ask him for help with marketing or the contracts or whatever. Like when we get the contracts done, he always puts it together and makes sure it's right.
Right.
But I'm like, you don't have to go to me. I got this. And then like the NCST deal, I set it up. I found the guys. I got a deal came, but then it became more of a Len ad. Len's like, let me run with this thing.
What's NCST?
NCSTs are fun. We have we get every Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae deal that comes through Jacksonville.
Wow.
Okay. We get first looks at.
Yeah, so we rolled it out to one of our mastermind groups and offered it to get some investor partners.
Yeah.
So Pete's good at recruiting people, but in this particular deal, he's busy with another development deal, so I took the reins on this.
Yeah.
And I've been handling the legal documents and the dotting the I's and crossing the T's and getting the people in the door to make sure it runs fine. But when we have a property we want to add to the portfolio, we discuss it together, analyze it together.
And I recruited the team. I set up I got the people. I was like, Len, we already got them. We don't have to recreate the wheel. But he goes, let me run with this thing, and I'll make sure
to raise
we got it. We got everything going.
That sounds. You guys kind of passed the baton back. And
yeah, we know which ones are. I know like there's stuff, and like we have a mortgage company we just started, and Len was handling all the upfront, but then it's like shifted that like it's an easy thing for me just to turn in with something else I'm doing. So I was like, I'll set up this part. I recruited the girl. It ends up working out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and then he's covering. There's always something that needs a lot more attention.
Cool. So let's start bringing it home. Wait, what?
I told you we can fill each other's seats at any time.
That's amazing. You guys keep switching it back and forth, passing the baton. I love it. So let's bring it home. Accountability, right? Holding each other accountable to where the vision of the company is. Being like-minded in where you want to go in life, right? What other take-homes do we have here, guys?
Is knowing, like we said, knowing when to drive and when to sit in the
knowing when to side or when to switch it out, right?
4 hands on the steering wheel.
Right.
And having the same risk tolerant level. Like I go back to values. Like in our company's different. Like we don't want employees. Like when you said employees, I got anxiety thinking about that.
Yeah.
Our goal is to have none. And to work, our model is we work with the best.
That's great.
Right. And we both know how hard to swing the bat when we swing it. So one of us isn't swinging for the fences and one of us isn't bunting. We're swinging the same pace.
I don't know if we brought this up yet, but I see a strong level of trust that you guys have for each other. I think that to take that home too, guys, for business partnerships, you have to have a level of trust, because at some point you're going to have to trust that the guy driving the bus is going to say the right thing in the meeting, is going to do the right thing to close the deal, and you're not going to be in the room with him. So you have to trust each other, which I see a strong level of trust you guys have for each other. Cool. So, listen, if people want to get a hold of you guys, how do they do it?
They can email us at successbeach2015@gmail.com. Or they can call us anytime, 848-218-1881, and we'll put you in touch with the right team member.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook. The Success Beach
Facebook. We have a Success Beach page on Facebook. You're welcome to hit us up there.
Success Beach. Okay, cool. It's a great name, right? Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. This is awesome.
Thank you, man.
Great example of great partnership. So thank you guys for watching, as always, and have a great and profitable week.